Hey friends, it's Heather from Boston Girl Bakes. Today we're making one of my absolute favorite cheesecakes ever, the famous San Sebastian cheesecake. This one's unlike your typical New York style cheesecake. There's no crust, no water bath, and yes, we're actually going to burn the top on purpose. Don't panic, that's the magic part. You get this beautiful caramelized exterior and a creamy custardy center that's just irresistible. And the best part, it bakes up in about 45 short minutes. So grab your mixing bowl and let's get baking. Now, first things first, let's preheat our oven to 425 degrees because we're baking this cheesecake at a high temperature to get that signature burnt top. You're gonna line a 9-inch springform pan with 2 sheets of parchment paper. I like to overlap them so that the paper extends about 2 inches above the rim. That helps catch any overflow and gives the cheesecake those pretty rustic edges. Now into the bowl of your stand mixer, you'll add 40 ounces of full fat cream cheese. That's 5 8-ounce blocks. Make sure it's at room temperature or you'll end up with lumps. Now, if your cream cheese isn't soft enough, you can pop it into the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds per block, just enough to take the chill off. Or you can cut it into cubes and let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Then you'll add in 1 3/4 cups of granulated sugar. You'll beat those together on medium-high speed until super smooth and creamy. We want all of that sugar dissolved before adding the eggs. And then we're gonna add in 7 large eggs, one at a time. Don't rush this part. You really wanna add each egg to mix in fully before adding the next. And then make sure to be scraping down the bowl periodically. The batter should start to look silky and glossy, and that's how you know it's coming together perfectly. Next, we'll add in the rest of our ingredients. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of heavy cream at room temperature, 1 tablespoon of flour, which will help thicken the filling, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract for a little bit of flavor, and 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. That little bit of zest really is gonna brighten up the flavor. You'll just beat everything together until it's completely smooth. And now don't forget to scrape down your bowl a couple of times just to make sure nothing's hiding at the bottom. And that's it, the cheesecake is ready to bake. You'll simply pour that luscious batter into your prepared pan. Now we're baking this for about 40 to 45 minutes, just until the top is a deep golden brown, almost burnt looking, and the edges have puffed up a bit, almost like a souffle. Now the center should still jiggle slightly when you shake the pan. That's exactly what we want. It'll continue to set up as it cools, so it's important to take it out when it has that jiggle because that means it's not overbaked. Now your oven may be slightly different than mine, so you might take a few minutes longer. Remember, you want that deep, dark golden top and the slight jiggle. Once it's done, just take it out and let it cool completely on a wire rack, about 2 hours. It may sink a bit at this time, which is completely normal. And then cover it and refrigerate for at least 4 hours or overnight if you can wait that long. The chilling time helps firm it up and makes slicing so much easier. And when you're ready to serve, just peel back that parchment, slice into it, and enjoy that creamy melt in your mouth texture. I love that contrast between the burnt caramelized top and the soft custardy center. It's pure dessert perfection. And that's it. Your San Sebastian cheesecake is ready to impress. It's rich, creamy, and honestly one of the easiest cheesecakes you'll ever make. If you love this recipe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss any of my new bakes. And until next time, happy baking.